is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Stains become a warning. The lips acquire stains. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. Stains become a warning. The lips acquire stain. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Yo!
It is by the juice of Sapho that
Thoughts acquire speed.
The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the sips of Sapho.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Stains. The lips acquire. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed.
It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. Radio1Guy, good evening. Loves to see you, Strassionic. Loves to see you, Big Vivens. Gizmo Glass. Welcome. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
New Radio1Guy. Good evening. Good to see ya. Happy New Year, happy birthday. Happy everything, everybody. Here we are. Kinda starting on time. Or so it seems.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Switchback tail is beneficial. Switchback tail is beneficial. Switchback tail is beneficial. The switchback tail, shove it. The switchback tail, shove it. Landed on, didn't right. The switchback tail, shove it. Guy Marano, switchback tail, shove it, beneficial. Oh, it was back to switch. Switch big spin, switchback nose blooding to flip out or wherever. Switch big spin, switchback nose blooding to flip out or wherever he did there. Switch big spin, switchback nose blooding to flip out or wherever he did. Guy Marano, switch big spin, switch big spin, switch big spin, switch big spin, switchback nose blooding to flip out or wherever he did there.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Good evening. Radio1Guy. Right on time. Kinda. Strassionic from our Twitch page says, you ought to play Electrified at the Eel Show. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot to tell you guys last week, but I wasn't sure it was happening. But now I know. Now I know for sure that I have to go back out on the road. I just got back, though. But you just got back. I know, but I got to go back out with the eels. I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to it because this is what I do. This is what I do. I do this. So check the tour dates to see if I'm anywhere near you. I only got about, I don't know, 8 or 9 shows in the USA, and then, believe it or not, I go over to Europe, and I get to play a bunch of places that I've never played before. So a whole bunch of strangers are going to be looking at me going, "What's the deal?"
Guy, oh, it was back. Switch big spin, switch big spin, switch big spin, switch back nose, letting the flip out or whatever he did there.
What's the deal with that one guy?
Bringing the gnar from the vein.
And that's what we'll tell him. That's what we'll tell him. Skip Mosley from our Facebook page says, "How about a third hat?" You're not alone in your wishes, my friend. We're working on it. And Timothy Pessure from our Facebook says, "Noggin of the buttocks."
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Because you are correct. Yes. You are correct. Jason Haynes from our Facebook page says, "Cheers from space." Austin says, "Good stuff, man." Caleb Matthew McKnight says, "Still in the van." Eh? Yes. What you are seeing before you, my friends, is still the back of my van, the van which I use in which to tour in and broadcast in. And I think what it is we get a little lazy. By we, I mean me, not you. Not you guys, me. And I haven't unpacked yet. And I have to unpack before the next tour starts in just under 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The Triforce Kid on our Twitch page says, "We love you, man. Love your newest stuff so much, but MASH will always be my favorite." Well, maybe I should play it then. That's one of the advantages of doing this thing, is I could get feedback on what I should be doing and shouldn't be doing. What shouldn't I be doing? I don't even know. I wouldn't tell me that if I were you, because I might not listen. Because, you know, Radio1Guy.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin. Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Bruce Otter Larson from our Facebook page says, "Man, T1G, that's me, you need to bring back those turntables, yo. It was the best part of your show, pre-van." I know. For those of you new to Radio1Guy, which you're listening to now,
Radio1Guy.
For those of you new to Radio1Guy, I used to have 4 turntables and a microphone. So I play a lot more music. There's a couple reasons I don't do that. A, I'm scared of the copyright things. I'm working on that one, though. Working on that one. That's for sure. Radio1Guy. Joyce Kearns from our Facebook page says, "Crystal Ballroom." That is correct. I will be playing at the Crystal Ballroom in Portland in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Radio1Guy. And Mallory Schmidt from our Facebook page says, 4 turntables and a microphone. Shannon Brown says, "I'm having technical difficulties with the feed. Please say it isn't so. If anybody else is having technical difficulties, chime in so we know." But none of your smart shenanigans, folks. Don't say, yeah, something's wrong. It looks like you're just a disembodied floating head in a psychedelic wonderland, which is actually the back of your van. Don't say that, because that's not going to help us. That's the truth, and that's my reality these days. Radio1Guy. P-Town in 2 weeks. On the 1st, yes, June 1st. So, take a look at my tour dates. I got about, like I was saying, I'm supporting the legendary rock and roll ensemble called the Eels. And I'm doing 7 or 8 dates here with them. And then I'm going to Europe. Wish me luck. I don't speak French, so I don't know how weasel pot pie will translate. Hopefully proper. Radio1Guy. Oh, good. Phil Hyde from our Facebook page says, no technical difficulties here. Thank you, my friend. Jake says everything is chill. Ah, you guys rule. Strassionic says, gonna be out of town for my father's wedding. That's okay, brother. We'll be back there. It won't be the same without you, though. I'll give you a shout out when I get to Portland. But it's gonna be fun. Sometimes I think that's just what I need is a kick in the tuchus. I just did a 4-month tour. You guys knew that, right? 4 months? 4 months. And I come back a little tired, like I am. And what happens is I do lazy. I make what you call in the business lazy decisions, i.e., leaving all my gear in the van because there's no deadlines. On the road, there's very often a gig every day, so you got to wake up and you got to drive. You got to unload all the van. You got to set it all up. You got to do a magic show, and then you got to play some rock and roll for the kids, and then you got to tear it all down and start all over, which is a blast. And it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you at fighting weight. keeps your girlish figure nice and girlish, which is how my girlish figure looks these days. Keeps your magic chops in check. Keeps you doing magic tricks a proper. Magic tricks a proper.
Pollywallop noodle all the way. Magic pipe-o-matics.
You know what I'm saying. Keeps them all looking proper. You know what I'm saying. You guys know the Ace of Hearts has the nicest butt, right? Yeah, you do.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not. But it's not. But it's fun. But it's fun. But it's fun. But it's not. But it's fun. But it's fun.
Radio1Guy. Jordan Evans from our Facebook page says, ever since I started listening to your show, you've opened my mind in more ways than I could ever have imagined. Thank you, that one guy. Shout out to West Kentucky and Central Kentucky and my cousin in Grateful Dead. Radio1Guy. Thank you, Jordan. That's nice. Those are nice words. If we can't open up your minds, well, maybe we can open up your somethings.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
I got a van full of gear that I still need to unload because what I got to do, I'm going to break the fourth wall a little here. Let you in on what it takes to do a That One Guy trip. I have to redo the triple fast action buttons because this, believe it or not, on the whole last 4-month tour I did, I never actually put the magic pipe away into its case. I would always put it back in the van right here, so it would be set up, ready to do Radio1Guy. But if I'm gonna fly on the road, then I need to rethink things a little bit.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Yeah. Which I can do. Which I'm gonna do. You'll see. You'll see. But it should be fun. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Everybody looks like they're showing up. Jeffrey Smith, good to see you, brother. Kara Earn on our Facebook page says, I have a coffee mug for you. Please. Please. I do collect them. I'm dying to show you guys my coffee mug collection. I plan on doing that soon. Once we set up all the cameras back in the studio, which is a mere 20 feet from here, I can then pan across my custom-made shelves that I built for my coffee mug collection that I've been collecting all these years on the road. It's quite impressive. And Kara, your addition to the collection would make a nice addition.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio1Guy.
Yes, we are. And yes, we do. And yes, we will. Victor from our Facebook page says, Cleveland, Texas. Make up your mind, Victor. Is it Cleveland or is it Texas? Maybe both. I bet you I could. Oh, I know. Believe me.
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
Michael from our Facebook page says, I need some hot sauce.
And a hot sauce.
Believe it or not, I don't know. On our Twitch page, if the Earth's Moon 42 is clocked on yet, but this was a gift from the Earth's Moon 42. I got some beard oil and some hot sauce. Thank you, brother.
And a hot sauce.
I still haven't tried it yet. I'm going to, though. Believe you me, I'm a gonna. It all goes to good use. All of it. And that's a promise. Jeff Van Slyke from our Facebook page says, Play on the Moon. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Chopped liver? Radio1Guy. Brad Lee from our Facebook page says, Saw you at White Oak Music Hall. Got a hug from you. Show was amazing. Hope you make it back soon. Oh, I'm a gonna. Oh, I'm a gonna. You'll see. You will see. Ooh, Strasionic. Strasionic from our Twitch page says, it's important to keep an Ethiopian mind when choosing coffee. This is true. For I usually get an Ethiopian single origin, naturally processed V60 third wave.
Rainbows on demand.
Pour over coffee.
I got gigs.
Whoops. Where'd it go?
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it. Naturally processed V60 single origin third wave.
There it is. Third wave. And friends, I ain't too proud to tell you that I've gone for coffee twice today already. I start my morning across town at my favorite roasters in the Arts District here in Las Vegas.
Naturally processed V60.
And then my good friends next door promised me they'd let me try Proud Mary Roasteries. That's not where I went, but that's what they had. They poured me a brand new experimental blend. It's not a blend. It's a single origin.
V60. Naturally processed. Single origin. Single origin. Single origin.
Single origin V60.
V60. Third wave.
Third wave, of course. Of course.
Third wave.
Of course it's third wave. Of Brazil, sorry. The roaster is up in Portland. You know that one? Strassionic? You're from Portland. Yes, you are. For you've been keeping an Ethiopian mind for your Ethiopian coffees. This is a Brazil one, though. But it is. But it will. Radio 1 Guy.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Oops, sorry. I mix this all live, by the way. If you wonder why sometimes the drops are a little on the heavy side.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
It's a 'cause I like it that way. It's a 'cause I like it that way. Yes, it is. No. Still warming into it. Yes, we are. Still warming into it. The Triforce Kid on our Twitch page says, have you thought about maybe trying Death Wish coffee? I hear it's super strong, enough to make your mustache twitch. This is true, and yes, I have. I have been to Saratoga Springs, where it's from, and our friend Gizmo Glass, when we passed through Minneapolis, hooked us up with a big bag of Death Wish coffee. Definitely brings the gnar.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Joyce Kern says, Portland rocks, you one guy. Well, thanks. Come to the show. Come to the show. Uh-oh. I'm just reading my Facebook page here. It says, Ardness is telling us, today I'm hella gonna get in trouble. At work, the mean manager is here. Ugh. And then Beatrice, hello Beatrice, pipes in, boo for mean managers. I concur. I concur.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Whoop Whoop in Minneapolis, which is on the schedule, by the way. If you want to come to one of those Eels shows, I'm playing it First Ave. But, I'm not going to have the whole kit and caboodle, but it'll be good. I can still play my silly songs. You kids can get the gist of it anyway. You kids can get the gist of it.
Naturally processed. V60. Single origin. Third wave.
Feel the funk, yo. Let it flow. you're the place to be. I wouldn't lie. For the psychedelic colors that you see, our Radio 1 Guy, and we're happy to have you here. Even though we're far away, through technology we're kinda near. And we're still in the back of the van. 'Cause even though I'm lazy, I can still broadcast, 'cause we can. 'Cause we have all the technology we need. In the back of the van, for you to look at and say, pretty please, can I have more psychedelic Radio 1 Guy? And we will bring you the gnar from the Vega.
Bring the gnar from the Veg.
Bring the gnar from the Veg. Yes, we are. Yeah. Radio 1 Guy.
Radio 1 Guy. Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio 1 Guy.
Radio 1 Guy. David from our Facebook page says, love that you're in a van. I know, right? I don't know, I'm kind of starting to think it's pretty awesome to cram all your toys into a little space, and sometimes you don't got the elbow room you'd ideally want, but it's still fun.
But it's fun, but it's fun, but it's fun.
It's still fun, my friends. Radio 1 Guy. Yes, we are. Robin E. Lee from our Facebook says, glad to be rocking with the guy.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not. Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio 1 Guy.
The Triforce Kid on our Twitch page says, pretty please, give us the psychedelic bass thumping. I just did, but I'll give you some more soon. That's what we do here. Radio 1 Guy. I know, no squinting, says Beatrice. I'm sorry, the truth is, I'm supposed to be wearing glasses. But I never bring them with me. I always forget them. I always forget my glasses in my shoes. So I have them. Radio 1 Guy. Nah, it's not that bright. It ain't that bright. It's only, it only smells oceanish because we got into a fish fight. And Nolan James from our Facebook page says, when you're living in a van down by the river. Only, though, there's no rivers in the Veg.
Bringing the gnar from the Veg.
No rivers in the Veg, only gnar. Only gnar. And that's why we broadcast from the back of our car. Mindbender in the house, of course. Meant to say that earlier. I can borrow yours. You promise? Beatrice says you can borrow mine, only if we have the same amount of nearsightedness. I bet we do. When something's about 20 feet away, do you go like this? I bet you do, because that's what I do. Jeff Brown from our Facebook page says, you may not be the answer to all of our problems, but our problems are the answer to all our needs. That's good. I'm going to take that with me.
Magic Pipe-O-Matic.
Magic Pipe-O-Matic.
Magic Pipe-O-Matic. I got gigs.
And Heather Orr, also from our Facebook page, says, it's been the Mondayest Monday but Radio 1 Guy makes it all better. Thank you, Heather. I concur. I feel the same way. I don't know why I do this. Every Monday I do this. Because Mondays is always the day I always think, I'm going to get my act together this Monday. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to get up early and catch up on all my things. I'm going to set my alarm and get up early and catch up.
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
I'm going to get up early and catch up. That's what I say. And I don't always do it. I usually get up and say, well, first, I'm going to go get my coffee. First time.
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it. V60, naturally processed. V60, single origin, third wave.
Aw. And then Jason from our Facebook page says, hey, R1G. That's Radio 1 Guy. You make everything better. That got me right here. That warmed the cockles of my heart. That warmed the cold cockles of my heart. And there's nothing worse than transmitting from the back of a van with cold cockles. Radio 1 Guy. And Jerome Ralston from our Facebook says, page. Whoa. Did you see that dyslexia just there? Just now? He says, I'm in the butt noggin.
Bringing the gnar from the vein. Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Bless you. And then Jake Willis says, this fisheye lens might make it possible to shoot the next episode in my Honda Accord. Jake Willis, I think Jake Willis knows a thing or two about small cars. For his Ford Focus is a castle. Radio 1 Guy. Sarah Elizabeth says, I miss you. Right back at you, darling.
Hey, that one guy. What you got there?
Well, maybe even some fresh slabs.
Fresh slabs.
Indubitably. Hey, Stev from our Facebook says, page. Why do I keep doing that? Hey, Stev from our Facebook page says, I love your Monday nights, TOG. I feel like you listen to a lot of late night 90s community radio. Yes, you are correct. Not just 90s. I think the key operative word is mid to late 80s even. Mid to late 80s even. Yes, growing up as a young lad, first in Southern California, listening to Sunday night radio on the mighty 690. Let's just say, the Dr. Demento show, let's just say, then moving to the Bay Area, Berkeley, California, and listening to KALX. Wow, thought I was going to forget that one for a sec. Awesome, weird late night stuff.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Mid to loud even, says Rich back from our Facebook page. Paging Dr. Cheeks. Paging Dr. Cheeks. Dr. Cheeks from our Twitch page says, how about a pick? Yes, I think it's almost that time. And still breaking these things in, I wanted to show you guys. You guys saw these last week maybe, I hope. And if this is your first time at Radio 1 Guy, well then you didn't see nothing. Oh, me, I didn't see nothing. I don't know. I see a lot of things. Maybe $20 would refresh my memory. Radio 1 Guy. These are brand new, and they're huge. Huge. And they will be for sale soon. I know I keep saying that, but I mean it.
But it's fun, but it works.
So if you want to screen cap that, then you too can send an unsolicited pic. Get it? Get it? You can say, that one guy's a creep. He sends me unsolicited pics. Radio1Guy. But you guys asked for it. You guys just now, you said, I want a pic, so I'm giving. So it's solicited, so it's legit. So it's legit. Radio1Guy. Jake Willis. Oh, there you are, buddy. Chiming in on our Facebook page says, next week, you should do like a straight-ahead C-SPAN style book review, author interview. Ooh, not a bad idea. Nathan Roy says it's not practical. Oh, but it is. But it is. You think it's impractical, but it's not.
But it's not.
It's super practical, dudes. I can tell you that there's a factory in China that's literally the only place in the world. And boy, howdy did we look. The Mindbender did some deep digging. We contacted all the domestic pick makers here in the US of A. None of them were up for it. We wanted to keep it local, couldn't do it. None of them wanted to do it. They were like, keep looking, mister. You want it to be how big? I said, I want it to be this big. And they said, keep looking. Good luck. And I'm all like, nope. So, Radio1Guy, we kept looking. And even over in China, where they actually make all of them anyway, they said, nope. But one company said, yup. One company said, yep. And then they said, wait a minute, how big? And we said, this big. And then they said, I guess. I know, right? Radio1Guy. And we're all smelling like Purriloid because we got into a pick fight. Yes, we did. tune. That's right.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Just some jamming on some fresh slabs.
Fresh slabs.
Indubitably. That's how the cookie crumbles. And that's how the magic pipe rumbles. Excuse me. I know, right? I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Radio1Guy.
So, I mean, it's been Joe talking.
Oops. Just make sure. I'm gonna put out the phone number in a second.
And so, we love Anthony, and his mother was a lovely.
Okay, hold on. I'm taking this out of the case because that just makes matters worse. And I'm the kind of guy that likes to make matters better. And I'm the kind of guy that takes phones out of cases because it matters. I know.
The person, you know, I'm right. You met her?
Yeah. His mom was so cool.
She was a really nice person. Nice lady.
I think I got it. I think. But anyway, taking matters into our own hands, Radio1Guy.
And funny.
That's what we demand.
Radio1Guy. Radio1Guy transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Straight from the butt noggin. Cora Nicole from our Facebook page says, how does the pipe like hedgehogs? A good question. I can tell you firsthand perspectives, the pipe digs them. And for technical reasons, I can also tell you, here I go breaking the fourth wall again. Most of the first album, i.e. Songs in the Key of Biatch, was pretty much recycled Hedgehogs songs that I repurposed because it takes me a long time to write songs. So I took my lyrics and I reworked them to some abada, 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 abada. So instead of going boom, chicka boom, I went abada, abada, abada. That's the only real difference.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
But pretty big difference. Radio1Guy, fresh slabs in the vague tonight, says Chris Priests from our Facebook page.
Fresh slabs. Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Ranny McNally, also from our Facebook page, says, digging that Doors mix all the way over in Coffs Harbour, Australia. Coffs. Say hi to Coffs for me. I've played there. Oh boy, do I miss Australia. I used to tour there a lot. I used to go there all the time. And, bring the gnar from the vague.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
I'll get over there again. Sooner than later, I promise. I know I've said that before. But I mean it, though. Oh, but I mean it, though. Because I miss it. I miss it. Cora Nicole says, wow, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's kind of a thing we do over here. You thank me, and then I say, no, thank you. And then you thank me again, and I say, no, thank you. And then you thank me again. And I say, no, thank you. Because I got the heavy machinery here that always helped me win the game whenever we're playing a bout of no, thank you. Andrew Windsor from our Facebook page asks, I'm not sure if I Googled right. Is this Reading Rainbow? Yes, it is. You were in the right place, my friend.
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it. Rainbows on demand. Rainbows on demand. Rainbows on demand. Dang, Pops, what you got there?
Rainbows on demand.
Rainbows on demand. Rainbows on demand.
In other words, thanks for asking. Yes. This is Rainbows on Demand, Radio1Guy.com. That's the official website. Of course, all that's really there is a little one sentence description which says, every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is right now, we do this. And by we, me, that one guy in the mind bender. And what we do is broadcast straight from the butt noggin.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
I know, right? I know. Scott Mason asks, what's your favorite Laurel and Hardy. Thanks for asking. Let's see, that goes good with Tabla jams. My favorite Laurel and Hardy is the one that goes, another fine mess you've gotten us into, Ollie. That's my favorite one. Radio1Guy. La 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 la. I'll get back to you on my favorite. I gotta look. I gotta rattle the old butt noggin.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
And figure that one out. I'll do it. I'll do it. Sooner than later. Indubitably. I will, though. Oh, I will. You'll see. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it when I do. Or maybe you will. Maybe you will. Gavin Nolf from our Facebook page says, I love Radio1Guy. Thank you, Gavin. I could say the same thing about you. And I will. Oh, and I will.
But it's not. But it's fun. But it's fun. But it works.
And Cora Nicole asks, where is the Airbnb this time? I'm glad you asked that. I always forget to explain this whole mess because I'm a touring musician. You guys know that. And for the last 4 months, we've been on the road, and we're always in the back of the van like we are right here. It's a whole green screen studio back here. Believe it or not, this is not a lie or a fib or an exaggeration. An entire mobile green screen studio here in the back of the van, which we call the butt noggin.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
And butt noggin's not just the back of the van, but it's a state of mind. But you guys knew that. I'm preaching to the choir.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
But the question is, where's the Airbnb tonight? And there ain't none because we're back in Las Vegas, which is where we are originally stationed. And because I get so gosh darn lazy at the end of a tour and I don't unpack everything, I'm still in the back of the van, parked in front of my living dwelling, which has 10 times the space and also acts as our broadcast studio with our turntables and all this extra stuff. We can do 8 cameras. It's so much more interesting, and yet I haven't unpacked the van, and so we're still broadcasting from here, the back of the van. But I gotta say, it's fun.
But it's fun. But it's fun. But it's fun. But it works.
And it works. You get the gist. And then Robin Robinson from our Facebook page says, remember the Jupiter days? Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me. Back in the olden days when I was originally from the Bay Area, California, I used to play every Tuesday at the Jupiter in Berkeley. And then for a while I would play Wednesdays. And then for a while I played early Fridays. And then I'd play late Sundays, all at the Jupiter. And that's where I kind of started all this. Thanks for asking. I just took a little stroll down memory lane. And Nick Burks, also from our Facebook page, asks, is your AC still broken? And that's not an easy question to answer, my friend. But I can tell you, for now, it works.
But it works. But it works. But it works.
We're having issues with our zoning, our air conditioning zoning system. They might even come in and rip the whole thing out. That way we don't have to call them no more. Don't gots to call them no more. But for now it works, so thanks for asking. It was 90 degrees yesterday and the day before. Though today, it's pleasant and overcast. A little cooler, just a little bit. And when I say a little cooler, I mean it's like 87. In the vague.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
And Joyce Kern says, nog button. I know, that too. That too. And then Cabbage Thompson says, obvious now who's produced Max Headroom. I know, right? I taught him everything he knows. Only I was 11 years old. But still, though, Andy Beerbaum from our Facebook page says, grilling steaks and watching this guy. You rule! Don't grill them too much. I like it a little pink in the middle. I like it medium on the outside and a little rare in the middle. And we can eat it with a fun little cab. A fun little cab. Radio1Guy. That sounds good. I wish I was over there trying one of them steaks. But what I usually do, I don't admit this all the time, but I usually take myself out for oysters. Just to celebrate whenever I get something done that I'm proud of. That way I don't gotta cook nothing or catch nothing. I just pour the hot sauce right on it.
And a hot sauce.
Not kosher though, you're right, Ardenus. Being a rabbi myself, officially ordained by Jake Willis just a mere few months back, I get to bend the rules a little bit. I get to have oysters and bacon and still be a rabbi. Radio1Guy. Scott E. Hennings from our Facebook page says, we live in oysters. Lucky. The Triforce Kid from our Twitch page says, I would love to have T1G over for a barbecue just to pick his brain. Ew. That sounds gross, but fun.
Magic Pipe-O-Matic.
But it's fun, but it's fun, but it's fun.
Everybody's doing it, picking their brains and chewing it. You may think it's funny, but it's not.
But it's not, but it's not.
Ooh, that worked out good. You know what they say, you can pick your friends and you can pick your brains, but you can't pick your friends' brains. Or maybe you can.
But it works, but it's fun, but it's not.
Radio1Guy, the electrical rabbi at your service.
Electrical rabbi.
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Don Brandt from our Facebook page. Nice to see you, Don. Just chimed in there. The Electric Rabbi.
Electrical rabbi. Exclusive business.
Yeah. Kosher. Exclusive business.
Electrical rabbi. Exclusive business. Polywallop noodle all the way. Radio1Guy.
Guy, am I on switchback tail 7 and beneficial? Oh, it was back to switch. Switch, big spin, switchback, nose blooding to flip out. Switchback said big spin, switchback said nose blood, and he flipped out. I think he went the other way and he fucking big spin flip, nose one slid up it and then gapped it. Everybody just told me, I think switch, big spin, switchback, nose blooding to flip out or whatever.
Rainbows.
Whoops, I meant.
Rainbows on demand. Dang pop.
Let's talk about grip tape.
Guy, am I on switchback tail?
It turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends.
Whoa.
You know, like in like westerns when they like zoom in really close to the horizon and someone's like walking toward and there's like heat lines.
Yeah.
It was like that, where they started skating toward. There was probably like 4 or 5 of them, and we were just like kind of like, wow, like are these guys gonna beat us up and take our boards?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, because we were just, you know, we were just little kids and trying to enter this world that we didn't have any idea how to navigate. And then they roll up, and it turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends. It turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends. It turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends. It turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends.
That's my favorite one.
You know, like in like West. It turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends. You know, like in like.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stains, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. The stains become a warning, the lips acquire stain. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains, the stains become a warning, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Radio1Guy. Ooh, here's a good one. Hold on a sec. Scott E. Hennings from our Facebook page chimes in. We live in oysters. Our brains taste kosher. That one guy radio. Until Ike, his Western friends, move slow. Radio. That one guy radio. Sorry. I just turned one of the phrases around. That was poetry, Scott. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, let's see, is that a Star Wars question? Raja Lane Ellington asks, so you going to see Solo this weekend? Ugh, this isn't a good topic for me, cause
stains become a warning, the lips acquire stain. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
I was rambling about this last week. I'm temporarily, this isn't the kind of guy I normally am, but I feel so betrayed by the prequels. I'm not going to see any Star Wars movies for a while. I think I'll probably come around on that. And no, I haven't seen that Cobra Kai thing neither. I liked Karate Kid the first time around. Radio1Guy. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Maybe I should get off my high horse and just go see it. Okay, fine, you talked me into it. Radio1Guy. And Cora Nicole asks, hey, how do you feel about coincidence? Are you talking about coincidence as a concept? Or is there a hip new band you guys are listening to called Coincidence? Or is this another Star Wars movie that I've already missed? Okay, here we go. Cobra Kai was awesome. That's what everyone keeps saying. Dang it. All right, I'll shut my cake hole. And I'll go see it. I'll not go see it. That one's on my computer. I can see it anytime I want. Anytime I want. Radio1Guy. Call in if you'd like. We're always here for you at 702-825-1479. Or feel free to just ask your questions here on our pages. Our Twitch page can be located at radio1guy.com. And of course, thatoneguy.com, not .com, but That One Guy, Facebook, facebook.com/thatoneguy, with the numeral 1, of course.
Hey, Michael Jordan was born to leap.
Well, God gave me a
Now there's also
You know, like it turned out to be Solomon Agah and his friends.
Radio1Guy. Ooh, Rob McAllister says, as your Cincinnati sound engineer, I agree in suggesting Cobra Kai. Okay. I don't know what I always feel like they're messing with my childhood when they do this, but then I go see it and then I always feel better. And of course, like an idiot, because I made some kind of ethical stance against the reconfiguring of my youth, which I suppose is short-sighted of me. Maybe even a little dumb. Hey, that one guy, that's a little dumb.
A solo based on...
You know, like there were these, you know, like it turned out to be Solomon Agaw and his friends.
Whoa. Indubitably.
Best birthday ever.
Yes, I did say Ute. Scott Mason asks, from our Facebook page asks, did you just say Ute? That's how the reggae folks say youth. Ute! One of my, one of my favorite Bad Brains songs, later era Bad Brains, was Ute Juice, which was, of course, them trying to say, or not trying, but saying youth juice. Ute Juice. God and Zion never found, Ponce de Leon never found the fountain of youth. Blessed in Zion, Ute Juice. Check it out. Highly recommended.
Best birthday ever. Best birthday ever.
Whoa, Beatrice. That's funny you should say this. Beatrice Von Bashful from our Facebook page says, I've been watching Kids in the Hall again to go back in time. That's crazy, because I've been doing that all week too. I found the on the YouTube Nerdist channel, they have all the episodes and they do little interviews, and you can hear them talk about what gave them the idea for which ones and why and how and when. I've been doing that too. I've been revisiting all of them. Yes, the Kathy Ming from Facebook says, I'm crushing your head. Yes, I've been visiting the Crushing Your Head sketches. All that stuff. God, I love the Kids in the Hall. Timeless and way ahead of their time at the same time.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy. Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
See if this works. Radio1Guy. Yo.
Two guys.
Those two guys. So nice to hear from your brother. What
Yeah, good to hear your voice.
What's the word?
I'll tell you how this show every week. I can sort of feel like I'm catching up with you, and then maybe call in and say hello.
I know, it's like
Spectacular.
It's like we get to hang out, even though you live in Chicago and I live in the Vague.
Bringing the gnar from the
Vague.
I know. Any excuse to push the fun buttons.
Transmitting straight from the button.
You know how it is.
Yeah, or tap dance on the buttons.
So how's Chicago, my friend? Give us an update.
Oh, Chicago's pretty warm right now. We got summer camp coming up this weekend, Summer Camp Music Festival.
Are you gonna play it?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Are you?
No, I'm gonna be here.
Well, come sit in.
Okay, if I flew out there, I could sit in with you?
Yeah.
Oh man, that sounds fun.
I'll put you on the list.
Okay, put me on the list. Which day are you playing?
Saturday night.
Okay, should I bring 2 picks, one for each one of us, and we can both jam it down?
Yeah, 1 pick for each one of us.
Okay, one pick. Do you want? I couldn't remember. Which gauge do you like? We got heavy gauge black perluloid, and we got light gauge. This is just I'm just trying to sell these things, but you know, whichever one you like. Heavy gauge. Oh, that's what I thought. Jake Willis, for those of you that don't know, is a phenomenal guitar player that takes heavy gauge picks and goes hard and brings the gnar.
Bring the gnar
always.
from the Vague.
I'm going to bring one of those to summer camp and try to play on one.
Yeah, try to play at least one song, and you know, Hold it up and give props. You don't have to, of course, though. It's not about. It ain't about that.
We'll bring one.
It ain't. How's the weather out? How's the weather out there? I always wonder.
It's actually pretty nice. It's gonna be warm and sunny all weekend. It looks like.
It's not gonna rain.
No, it's not gonna rain. No rain at summer camp this year.
Ah, sweet.
Sunshine and. Yeah.
It might rain here. It looks like it's about to. It feels like it's about to.
It's gonna rain in the desert.
Yeah, it rains in the desert. Can you believe that? Not.
Imagine that.
I know. It doesn't seem fair, does it?
Hey, that one guy. What you got there?
Well, it makes the cactus bloom.
It does. It does. It makes the cactus bloom. And it couldn't come too soon. I got to go back on the road. Did I tell you that? Do you believe that?
Oh, do you have it playing yet?
Yeah, I got it. The last minute, I got the offer to be the support band for the Eels for their tour. And actually, I'll be in Chicago on the 6th, I think, of June. So come have a cup
June 6th.
Come have a cup of coffee with me.
I will. June the 6th. What day of the week is that?
I can't remember. I think it's a Wednesday. I got to look again. It feels like a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday. And you know what? I'm going to be hanging out at the Anya DeFranco show that night in Bloomington.
Go do that.
Let's go miss each other.
She's a lot more adorable than I am anyways. I don't blame you. Radio 1 Guy.
How about a ticket?
With the guy.
When you get when are you coming into town?
I don't know. I gotta look. I gotta drive straight there from Minneapolis the day before, which is a haul. So I might.
Yeah, it's a bit of a haul.
We'll see what happens. I haven't planned anything yet. These things just came in, so I got to figure it all out. Still, that's what I was going to do today.
Yeah, well, if you make a plan and it gets you into Chicago, earlier in the day or the night before or anything like that, let me know. Go run around, do something silly.
You're the best, brother. I appreciate that.
You're the best.
I'll keep you in the loop. Well, here I'm gonna dub out your voice super heavy if you don't mind. Say a few fun things. Ooh.
Bringing the gnar from the vague, transmitting straight from the button.
Oh, man,
Perfect. Thank you, brother. Well, also, if you wouldn't mind, on the way out, give us a big, nice, long ow. Perfectly done. Thank you, Jake Willis. Call in anytime, and I'll keep you posted on my travel plans. And have fun at summer camp this weekend. Oh, there we go. And here we are. Radio 1 Guy. And the kids are calling in from near and from far. So good to see you guys. As always. Poke this up again, pull this up again, make sure I ain't missing out on anything important. You know how it is. Randy Tiefert says, from our Facebook page says, it's all fun and games until the flying monkeys attack. I concur. Radio 1 Guy. Brian Forrester says, I've got all the monkeys. Oh, that's where they are. Sometimes I look into the skies and I look for the flying monkeys and I'd be all like, where are they? But Brian Forrester has them. Gotcha. Radio 1 Guy. Alan Goodwin says, howdy from Phoenix. Hello, Alan. I had a good time in your town just a mere 3 weeks ago at the Valley Bar. Last day of the 78-day tour. It was one of my favorite shows. In fact, we broadcasted it live on our Facebook page, and it's still there. I think if you want to watch it, you can go back and watch it for free. Everything's free, my friends. Except these. These are going to cost you. Oh, yes, they are. And they're not for sale yet, but they will be. Oh, they will be. But Radio 1 Guy right here is always free, always Mondays, always at 7 p.m. Pacific, except when circumstances dictate flexible scheduling, which it might, and it could, and it will sometime, someday, perhaps. Radio1Guy. Sean Hansen says, hello from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. You're in Beatrice's neck of the woods, kinda. You're even farther east, though. No, wait, St. John. New Brunswick, sorry. I was confusing that with St. John's, Newfoundland. St. John, New Brunswick. Totally different. I've played there before. I played at the Gothic Arches in St. John, New Brunswick. You remember? I was there. Maybe you was too. I can't remember. And Shannon Brown says, I missed you in Arizona. Done in by the flu. Sorry, darling. Come the next time. I'll be back sooner than laters. And that's a promise.
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
Radio1Guy. Sorry. No, I'm not.
V60, single origin, third wave, single origins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have all the dates up there soon. Some of them are there, some of them ain't. But some of them are, but some of them ain't. Jeff Burns from our Facebook page says, you are doing the public a mighty great service, Mr. That One Guy. Thank you wholeheartedly. And I say thank you indubitably. No. Thank you. Excuse me. A little,
naturally processed.
I think I told you guys about... Whoops. I think I told you guys about the old single origin third wave V60.
Third wave single origin V60. Naturally processed.
A Brazilian coffee by my friends next door. Hooking me up. I said, listen, I got a broadcast to do today. I got Radio1Guy. I got all my friends waiting for me. Give me some of the juice. And they said...
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin. Radio1Guy transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
And so it will be. Radio1Guy. I'll be getting out there. Don't you worry there, Beatrice. I might be even playing the festival out there, but I'm not sure if I'll be back from my European tour in time. But I do make it out to the Maritimes for all you Maritimers, so we can hang out, have a cup of coffee or two.
V60, naturally processed, single origin, third wave.
And we can do a little tabla jam. Whoops.
In the back of the van, I got the magic pipe set up like a man. till you feel it, y'all. Get down, y'all. Get down. Get feel the funk, yo.
Indubitably. Nancy Lynn Top Gilbert from our Facebook page says, the magic pipe has evolved since seeing you live in Missoula, Montana 8 years ago. Oh, has it? Yes, it has. I think I've been trying to keep everybody up to speed with the new triple fast action button upgrades. I got a lot to do with those. I gotta finish them. But
it works. Electrical Rabbi. But it's fun. Finish it.
There it is. I gotta finish it.
Finish it.
I will. Yeah, the only thing I gotta finish is I gotta slim down the housings on the triple fast action buttons because it doesn't fit in my case. It doesn't fit in my case, which doesn't matter when I'm driving on a van tour, but it matters. It matters when I try to fly what I got to do with the thing. Radio1Guy. Raja Lane Ellington says a lot of rock groups are playing cruises? ? Maybe you could do a dinner theater train ride. Oh boy, that sounds like a good idea. Anybody got any if anybody got any leads on a little rock and roll train ride that one guy could do a dinner theater set, I'll do some rock and roll tunes, kind of like I just did, and I can also do magic tricks train style. For those of you interested in that kind of thing. Radio1Guy. Let's do that. Can we please? I think so. Radio1Guy.
Radio1Guy.
Indubitably. Caleb Matthew McKnight, of course, from our Facebook page here says, haven't gotten to watch much tonight, but still here every Monday. And this is my third Monday in a row. I'm at Walmart watching. Well, bless you, Caleb. Hopefully it sounds good at Walmart. I bet it does. Hopefully it does. And then Shannon Brown asks, where do you find striped light? And the answer, of course, is anywhere you can. And when you see it, step into that business. It's too much fun. Oh, please. I'll show you my magic if you show me yours. How about that? Is that a deal? Radio1Guy. Because it's all around us. We just got to look sometimes. Yes, it is.
But it's fun. But it's fun.
Randy T-Fert says, that's a good request, my friend. He says, grace us with your rush. Let me see if I know any. Hold on. I only know the one that goes. Pretty good. I mean, Radio 1 Guy good. And Radio 1 Guy good ain't bad. You're welcome, Randy. Thank you. Anything for you, my friend. Hopefully I get up to Petaluma sooner than later and we can hang out again and catch up, my friend. Yes, we can. There is conflict in the forest. There is trouble with the trees, for the maples want some sunlight and the oaks ignore their pleas. You're welcome. Brian Forster says, trees. That was a good one. That's an old Rush song. An old Rush song. And Brian Forrester asks, and what you say about his company, ... is what? I'll tell you, it's what you say about society. Wait, did I get that right? His company, what you say about society. I feel like I screwed that up. And that's not, that's unacceptable.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Radio 1 Guy. Yeah. Brandon Rosser says, next level, thank you. You know what we got to do is climb up to the next level, especially when we got metal on our shoes and metal in our hands. And when we create the supply, we could meet the demands. Radio1Guy, fresh veg, triple stringy. Thank you, Victor.
Fresh slabs.
Oof, that sounded good. That sounded good. Yes, this is how I do it. I improvise. And I try to come up with new ideas. And then I write lyrics about butts. And I seal the deal. Put it down on wax. Carve it up and polish it up. Do you know they had to polish these pics before they sent them to us? True story. We said, excuse me, where are the pics? And they said, we are polishing them. We will send them to you soon. We mustn't rush the pics, for it was tomb sweeping week. And once that is complete, we will finish polishing the pics, and via DHL, we will send them to you, care of the Veg.
Bringing the gnar from the Veg.
And that's exactly how it did happen. I got him. Oh, I got him, Artemis. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you for asking. We got him in 3 colors. You probably won't be able to see this. This is in green. This is going to blend right in with our Sawgadelic studio here. That's what that one looks like. It's green. Green Perioid. Lucky. And then we got it in black Perioid with gold foiled writing. I know, right? Sweet. And then, of course, white Perioid with black writing. Classic. Doesn't hold a crease. Doesn't fit in a Rolodex because it doesn't belong in a Rolodex. This pic says what it does. That one pic. Whoops. I mean, that one pic. What does your pic say? Ha. Radio1Guy. Good on ya. And we appreciate you tuning in. This show is brought to you by you guys. I stole that from my friend Corey Maccabee, but it's true. If you wish to contribute and support the program, just simply recommend it to your friends. That's all I'm asking. Tune in and say some nice things, even if you're not in a good mood, and recommend us to your friends. And don't worry about no GoFundMes or Patreons or any of that business. Just come and say hello and smile. How about just a smile? Is that so hard to do? Does anybody remember laughter anymore? Yes, I think you do. Radio1Guy, because I do. And also, if you wouldn't mind recommending your favorite hot sauce, because that's what we like to do here too. We're big time into hot sauce.
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
And also, if you wish to support the show, another thing you can do is come see me perform magic somewhere. And even if you're not fooled, say, wow, that one guy, how'd you do that?
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it. Rainbows on demand.
Yes, brought to you by coffee. Indeed. Rosie Matney from our Facebook page says that. Oh, just taking a peep at our Twitch channel. Says, Doug the Bug says root beer. Yes, that too. That too. Artemis Alad from our Facebook page says, got the Jack in the Box hot sauce. Lucky. And Dylan Young asks, where are you recording at today, Guy? Well, I'll tell you. I said it before, but I'll say it again. We are in the back of the van, and we ain't recording nothing. We are live, 100% for your listening and dancing and viewing pleasures. Me and the Mindbender bringing you, as we always do, a weekly dose of Radio 1 Guy. Always completely improvised, but HQ in HD. Fully digital with an analog twist. Well, digital with an analog twist. And it's sexy and it's animal. And it's fun.
Magic, Pipe-O-Matic.
But it's fun, but it's fun. Finish it, finish it. Electrical Rabbi.
And Victor says, baklava sounds crispy though. Yes, it does. We always keep it nice and crisp. Crispy. Crispish. Crispin Glover. Undercover.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Always. From us to you, Radio 1 Guy. Now you know the truth, my friends. Yes, you do. We'd love to take another phone call if you'd like. Whoops, sorry about that. I've only taken one tonight. And I think I got them working again. If you want to phone in, we're at 702-825-1479. 825-1479. And Matthew Crow from our Facebook page asks, can I get an "oh yeah"? Yes, you can. And Cal Hayden says, this edit is so satisfying. Thank you. I feel the same way. We cut it up and we edit and we slice and dice real time. This is live. This ain't no spacebar jazz. This ain't no Ableton Live bebop. This is OBS funneled, Resolume generated, main stage syncopated, double hatchulated, 100% kosher with a side of oysters and shrimp, vegan with a slice of pie and steak, medium rare, ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce.
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
Yes. Yes, we do, and yes, we are. And yes, we will. Radio 1 Guy. Radio 1 Guy. We're live.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, nothing, brother. Good to hear your voice, my friend.
How you guys doing over there?
I'll tell you something. For a disembodied floating head in the back of a van, bringing the gnar from the veg, I'd say we doing pretty good. It says Indiana, but I can't always trust my caller ID. But is that where you're calling from, my friend? Indiana?
Oh yeah, I'm calling from Indiana.
Beautiful.
Covering Paramount.
I'm a big fan of your state, my friend. We just recently played in Indianapolis, and we got a good response. Nice folks, good coffee, good late night eats, good tacos across the street. A little bit of something for all of us, and we sure do appreciate it. Ow!
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just told you that.
I know, but you know, it's so good it bears repeating. And that's why we do it, and that's why we're in this business.
Plenty going on here, but I noticed coming in here, and I talked to you last time I was that other guy, if you remember.
Oh, I remember, brother. I'm just, you know, some of the folks are new to the program, so I'm just reorienting them with the proceedings. But it's nice to have that other guy calling that one guy. It makes it special for all of us.
I just want to give them all a shout out. Glow Stick Willie's playing in Nashville, Indiana this weekend.
Say that again, brother. It broke up a little bit. Say that one more time.
Glow Stick Willie's playing in Nashville, Indiana.
Ah, which club?
It's in the Red Bar.
Ah, the Red Bar. Good stuff, brother. Well, it's just been transmitted over the airwaves, so thanks for the shout out on that one. And we're in Las Vegas, but if I was in Nashville, I'd go to see that one too.
Yeah, that's Nashville, Indiana, not Tennessee, though.
Oh, Nashville, Indiana. Sorry, at the Red Bar. Sorry, brother. I get confused.
That's all right, man.
Well,
I just want to give you a shout out and say what's up, man.
Well, we sure do appreciate it, brother.
Have a good night.
You too have a good night. On the way out, could you give us a big ow?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Ow.
Music to my ears. Call in any time. It's always nice to hear from you, my friend. And we will talk to you soon.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy.
Oh, yeah. That was good. Thanks. Indiana. Nashville, Indiana. And Mark Furstenberg from our Facebook page says, buy Buttcoin while you can. Indeed. It's going fast and it's going hot. Buttcoin, the cryptocurrency of the future. And it can only go up here at Radio1Guy. And it will. And it shall. And it shall be. Indubitably. Yes, Victor Tacos in Indianapolis. Just across the street. Owned by our dear friends that run the Radio Club, which is where I always play. Always hosting us and always being so sweet. Buying us tacos directly across the street. And of course, then I run back and I play my That One Guy music. And we clap our hands and we shuffle our feet. And a good time is had by all. And then we go down the street after the gig. There's a 24-hour diner that was supposed to be on Diners, Dives, and Drive-Ins, or whatever you call that show. And the dude said no. He's like, I ain't gonna be on your show. I'm just gonna cook them a food. And that's the kind of place I like. I like people that stick to their guns. Radio1Guy. Yes, we can. And yes, we will. And yes, we do.
Radio1Guy.
And Theo Dwayne from our Facebook page says, One Guy Fieri. I like the sound of that. Though I don't got the blonde tips. I'll write it down. Thank you, Jeff. I write everything down. There's never a shortage of me taking notes and putting it on the list. And then the list gets big and I start a new list. And before you know it, I got a bunch of lists and then I end up making a master list of all the other lists. And then even ends up making a master list of master lists of the lists. This is not an exaggeration. This is my reality. And it's the truth. Radio1Guy. The body is dead. Long live the head. Thank you, Cora Nicole, from our Facebook page. I agree. That's how we like to rock. I like my body, but it feels good to just float around in my van. Is just ahead sometimes. Not worry so much about arms and legs and elbows, but if I need my hands, there they are. Oh, there they are, because sometimes it's the only way to play the magic pipe. But I don't have to have them if I don't wanna. But I can if I wanna, so I do.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Corey Cervantes from our Facebook page says, not even sure how I ended up watching this. LOL. But we're happy you're here, Corey. Or none of us are ever sure how we end up here at Radio1Guy, but we're happy to have you. Because it's fun.
But it's fun, but it's fun, but it's fun.
And it works.
But it works.
Chelsea Wallace says, hello from work. Sounds like a fun day. We're doing that too. Jeff Burns says, I have seen a lot of shows, but you alone are still one of the best shows I have seen. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. We try. Yes, so we do. We don't just try, we do. We do.
But it works. Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not. Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
No way, no way. Whoa.
See, the kids don't even know yet.
See, the kids don't even know yet. When I was a kid, this is what it was about. No way.
Bingaman.
No way. A cop. No way.
Bingaman. 215s.
Rollins.
215s.
Rollins may have been invented on a 215. Rick Blackheart may have rolled into a bowl with 215s.
215s.
Rollins may have been invented on a 215.
Bingaman.
Wow, no way, a coffee table. I'm just saying, everybody should have 215s because if your quiver doesn't have 215s, then you ain't big wave riding yet.
Guy am I on those? Oh, it was back. Switch, big spin, switch back, nose blooding the flip out or whatever he did there. Switch back, say big spin, switch back, that nose blood, and he flipped out, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he did there. Guy am I on those switchback tail shove it beneficial might be one of them.
It is by will alone. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Sustains become opulence acquired. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Stains become the lips acquired. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
That's a good one. 215s. No, you're close. You're close on that one. It's actually from David Lynch's Dune. And I don't know, something about the juice of saffron.
It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed.
Sorry, juice of Sapho.
It is by the juice of Sapho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. Stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. I don't know, I just revisited that one a few days ago, so I popped that in the old butt noggin.
I think he went the other way and he fucking switched big spin, switch back nose, letting the flip out. Oh, it was back. Guy am I. The switchback landed up. The switchback tail shove it. Switchback tail is beneficial.
Let's talk about grip tape. Rollins may have been
switchback tail. Switchback.
Oh, see, I love stickers, and every old skater really loves stickers. I mean, we really do love stickers. I'm kind of serious. I mean, because stickers are kind of important. Because seriously,
That's independent. What do you want to say about it? Independent. Whoa. I'm just saying. Rollins may have
Been invented on the 215.
No way, seriously.
Straight from Valhalla. Need some of those Valhalla bearings. Straight from Valhalla. 169. Just.
Yeah. You guys know your Dune. Good on ya. Well done. Featuring a young Sting. Remember Sting? From the band The Police? F the Police, coming straight from the underground. Sting, Stuart Copeland, and Andy Summers. I know, right? I'm kidding, of course. I like that, though. Radio1Guy. The lips acquire stains. The stains become a warning. It is by will alone. I set my mind in motion. Corey Walker from our Facebook page says, loving the broadcast. Tried to explain to my wife. So I say, screw it, just watch. So she does, and she wanted so badly to understand what it was about. I hear you, Corey. I feel your pain. And I wish I had an easy answer for you. What's it about? It's something I've never been able to answer. When they ask me, they say, hey, that one guy, what kind of music do you play? And I say, I don't know. This kind. And then they say, well, what do you play, like guitar or something? And I say, no, I don't. I play the magic pipe. And they say, what's that? And I say, it's this. And then they say, oh, okay. That shuts them up pretty good. And then they say, why's we walked by your place the other night and there's a bright green glow out of the front seat. This is a true story. If you look on our Instagram page, you can see some photos and video of the broadcast studio, which is the back of the van here. Just look for Swag That One Guy. That's my Instagram page. Swag That One with the number 1. That One Guy. I know it's a stupid name, but the regular That One Guy was taken. But anyway, we got some photos up there of the broadcast studio, and they say, what are you doing in there? And we say, Radio1Guy. And they say, oh, you do a radio broadcast? I say, yes. And they say, what's it all about? And of course I say, I don't know. Well, what do you talk about? And I say, Radio1Guy. That's the answer. Actually, I just shrugged my shoulders, but you wouldn't know that, because I don't got no shoulders. Radio1Guy. I ain't got no shoulders. Russ Keller says Greengate Court. Oh, my dear friend Russ. So good to see you here, my friend. Welcome to Radio1Guy. Not sure if you've seen it in a while. It's evolved a little bit, but it's still in the back of the van, right here. But we're not on the road anymore. Last time I saw Russ Keller, it was in Nashville at the gig. True story, Russ is one of my bestest friends in the whole world from 2nd grade to 7th grade. And we go way back. And Russ's older brother, Mike, was the one that accidentally gave me Black Flag's Jealous Again and Agent Orange Pipeline single, which I played at the wrong speed for 2 years because I didn't know what I was doing with my punk rock albums. Needless to say, having a massive influence on my musical taste and approach and concept. And if you want to hear a true story, I took it full circle. And at the gig just 2 months ago, I gave Mike Keller back his Agent Orange 45 single that he purchased brand new in 1982, that I acquired in 1984, and I gave it back to him in 2018. Put that in your magic pipe and smoke it.
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it. Rainbows on Demand.
True story. It's a good one, isn't it? It is a good one. So, needless to say, good to see you, Russ. Good to see you. Eyes to see you. In Greengate Court, that's the name of the street that we both used to live on. Back in the day, man, we're talking late 70s, early 80s. Wow, old school, my friend. Old school. And Heather Orr says, OMG, I remember Agent Orange. No matter what you think or do or say, everything turns gray. Me and Russ Keller made our own version of Star Wars, the movie, filmed on a Super 8 camera in the early 80s. True story. Me and Russ Keller dressed up as the band Kiss. That was my first official band. This is true. Before we could even play, we dressed up as Kiss in 2nd grade. True story. And then in 6th grade, Russ on his saxophone and me on my bass guitar, we started a band called the Juicy Oranges. True story. And we played Billie Jean. Wait, no, Beat It. We played Beat It. And we played did we play Watermelon Man? I don't know. We played Beat It, and there was another one. I think we were trying to remember this in Nashville, and we couldn't. I gotta still get it together and remember. You're welcome, Russ. Beat It, yes, Beat It. But what was the other one? There was another one. First official band. Me and Russ Keller and Tony Guerrero. Not to be confused with Tommy Guerrero, the skateboarder, who was just on the 9 Club interviewed. To bring it back to today, but bring it back to yesterday, of course. Yes. And actually, Russ gave me a copy of the Star Wars movie. I gotta dig it up so I can put it on my. I'll start doing an archive on the that Radio1Guy page, so I can tell stories and then show you the proof, so you don't think I'm just full of malarkey over here. You're just full of malarkey, that one guy, and I'll be like, check it out. Axel F. Maybe that was it. Feel the funk, y'all. Axel F. Something like that. I could do better. Actually, on the tour, speaking of Axel F., the Mindbender during his DJ set was doing a Axel F / Primus / Buckethead remix. It was pure gnar, pure 100% gnar.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Some of you remember that. I hope so. Yeah. Ardenus says, that song makes me want to go to Crystal Palace and skate. You and me both. I miss roller skating at the roller rink. And Beatrice says, I feel like that's how the song should have went. I know, me too. There was something Cynthian, magical 80s about it. I gotta say, I've been going through a weird, old school analog synthesizer search. And I've been collecting plugins that sound like the old synthesizers, and I've been a bit unsatisfied, and I'm starting to buy up, maybe, old synthesizers on eBay, because I'm trying this new thing with my string where I can MIDI trigger Whoops. Sorry. MIDI triggered the old synthesizer. So, yeah, going down a rabbit hole with that one. Speaking of Axel F, speaking of nostalgic, thank you, Corey. And Don Brandt says, I'm going to see Bucket Thursday, Pensacola, Florida. Ooh, you're in for a treat. Especially if he's playing at that venue. I know which one you're talking about. The, what's it called? What's the one in Pensacola? It's the place I play. It's the place I play too. But mostly because I played there with him. It's called the... Help me out. What's it called again? I can't remember. Radio1Guy. I can't remember.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Oops, so sorry. That was a little loud. I'm not sorry. Cora Nicole says, pitch black, but crystal clear. Cthulhu's here. He brought the beer. Oh, man. That's pretty much the best compliment I could get. Thank you. Thank you, Cora. That's a little bit of That One Guy meets H.P. Lovecraft. Nicely done. Speaking of...
But it works. But it's fun. But it's not. But it's fun. But it's fun.
Wow. Sorry, I'm cranking up these drops because it tickles my ears.
Finish it. Exclusive business. Now
Vinyl.
You're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy.
Thank you, Don. Vinyl. That's the name of the venue. Thank you. I knew you'd remember. There's a dude that was working there called Disco. He was the coolest dude ever. Hopefully he's still there. Hopefully I can play there again someday. I do miss Pensacola, Florida, and Vinyl, the club. Good times. Golden oldies. Radio1Guy. Beatrice Von Bashville says, we don't have fun things where I live. Boo. Oh, but you do. Everybody's got fun things. I gotta say, something I've learned in my travels is everybody says that about where they are. Everybody's just a little bit bored with where they live. Even here in the Vague, everybody I meet here goes, why'd you move here? And I'm like, because it's magical and it's awesome. And I think the desert is a mystical place. And my magic mentor lives here and we study. We work together on the magical arts. That's where I learned to do that. And I go for hikes in the canyon. And I go get third wave coffee next door. And I bring the gnar from the Vague.
Bringing the gnar from the Vague.
That's why. And then I was sitting at the coffee shop today and there was a young lady from Los Angeles who is currently on the road with MGMT. And they're not playing in Vegas, but they're just stopping through. And we talked about the business. And she said the same thing about Los Angeles. She says, yeah, everybody that lives there says, I don't really like it here, but I really like it there. And I said, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I did that again. Yes, Corey, make your own fun. That's the point. And then Beatrice says, just nice scenery. See, you have pretty things there. I know, it's a pretty place where you live out in eastern Canada, the Maritimes. I always in awe of its beauty. You got trees there. See, we don't got trees here. But we got dirt, and it's fun.
But it's fun. But it's fun.
Whoops. Yeah. I know what you mean.
But it's fun.
Yes, I do. And yes, we are. Yeah. And Stax McGrath from our Facebook page says, thanks for being you. I can say the same thing to you, my friend, and I will. Thanks for being you guys. And then Kicknay from our Twitch page says, approximately songs per hour too. I know. I take the song selection a little slow. And the fresh slabs I make up as I go.
Fresh slabs.
But we have some fun. American Heretics, guitar records, and throat singing. Yeah, but you guys been listening for a long time. Don't give away all the secrets. And I got a lot in store. I got a lot planned. I got some ideas. I got fresh slabs.
Fresh slabs.
Indubitably. Coming soon. More big ideas. Jeremy Ward asks, how's rabbi school going? Pretty good. Pretty good. I think it's going to be a long-term project. So until it's official, I'm just going to go ahead and call myself a rabbi, even though I still eat pork.
Now you're rocking one guy. Radio One Guy.
Radio One Guy. Oh! This song in the background makes me sad because it usually means it's over. I know, Beatrice. It makes me sad too. But don't be sad. I'll be back next Monday. Be glad. And take a look at the website if you want to see. I've got a couple of gigs. I'm just not doing a lot, but I'm doing a few. There's a good chance I could end up near you. And there's a good chance that we'll be doing this every Monday. Yes, there is, and yes, we will, and yes, we are. Thanks, Mindbender. That's the website, thatoniguy.com/tour. And tell your friends. Say, hey. If you're ask them first. Of course. Say, hey. Do you like disembodied floating heads? Do you like psychedelic colors and shapes? Well, have I got a radio show for you? Oh, thanks, Mindbender. Here are the dates. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rattle them off just in case you guys happen to be in San Francisco on the 31st of this month. That's the first gig. I'm playing at the Fillmore with the Eels on May 31st in San Francisco at the Fillmore. And then June 1st, I'm in Portland, Oregon at the Crystal Ballroom. And then June 2nd, I'm in Seattle, Washington at the Showbox. Yep. Thanks, Mindbender. And he's a quick. And then June 5th, I got 2 days to get from Seattle to Minneapolis. That's going to be a drive. But June 5th, I'll be in Minneapolis at the First Avenue. That's where Prince filmed Purple Rain and recorded it. I'll be there with these are all with the Eels, by the way. So I'm the supporting act for the great Eels. The day after that, June 6th, I'll be at the Thalia Hall in Chicago, Illinois. And then I got 2 days to get from Chicago all the way to Boston. Hi, Gewalt! June 8th, I'll be in Boston, Massachusetts at the House of Blues. June 9th, at Brooklyn, New York at Brooklyn Steel. And then June 10th, in Philadelphia, PA at the Union Transfer. And then June 12th, in Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Theater. And then guess what? I got a few days off and then I go to Europe, also with the Eels. So if you know anybody in Mannheim, Germany, on June 17th, I'll be in Mayfield, Derby. This should be interesting. Here we go. June 18th in Utrecht, Netherlands at the Tivoli. That's 2 nights, June 18th and 19th. And then June 21st in Amsterdam, I'll be at the Paradiso. I'm looking forward to that one. I haven't been back there in about 10 years. I played an amazing festival there 10 years ago. This will be my triumphant return for my 3 fans in Amsterdam, hopefully. And then June 23rd in Cassina, Italy, I'll be at the Achialopiterito Rocco. So make sure you write that one down. Come out to that one. And then June 25th in Munich, Germany at the Tonhalle. And then June 26th in Cologne at the E-Work. June 28th in Berlin at the Tempodrome. June 29th in Hamburg at the Mare Theater. June 30th in Luxembourg at Sirens. July 2nd in London at the Brixton Academy. Wow, am I really going to play there? Oh my God, that's a big place. Tell your friends in Brixton. These are all with the Eels, by the way, so no pressure. Just a few of you show up, it'll be good enough for me. July 3rd, Manchester, UK at the Manchester Academy. I should start practicing. I'm getting nervous. Mindbender showing me these dates and now I'm getting nervous. July 4th in Glasgow at the O2 Academy. July 6th in Dublin, Ireland at the Iverach Gardens. What are these, in different countries or something? July 8th in Worcester, Belgium at the Rock Worcester. July 9th in Paris, France at the Olympia. July 11th in Barcelona, Spain at Bart's. July 12th in Madrid, Spain at Mad Coal Festival. Oh yeah, that's a festival. I forgot about that. July 3rd, Lisbon, Portugal at the NOS Alive Festival. July 16th in Friedrichs, Austria at the Pool Bar Festival. July 17th in Vienna, Austria at Arena. I said that with an accent, like it makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. July 19th in Strasbourg, France at the Latrieri. Oh, good Lord. They're going to eat me alive out there. July 20th in Lucrine, Switzerland at the KKL Blue Balls Festival. Uh-oh. And that's it. And then I come home. Then I'll be back to you guys. Whew. Sorry. I was having a little bit of a panic attack as I was reading that. I still haven't rested all the way since my last tour, so I better get some sleep and I better rebuild my triple fast action buttons and I better reposition all my hardware and my rig into my little flight case so I can carry it on the airplane. So when I go to Luxembourg, Germany, and I go to the they will like me there. So it should be fun. That's going to be a good one. I'll bring extra pics, so for those of you on the American path, come say hi, come say hello, and then tell your friends in Europe that one guy should be fun for them to see. Slaughterhouse from our Twitch page says, Eels might sell out. Derek is from here. He used to be in my old band before the Eels. No way! Thanks, Slaughterhouse. Yeah, it should be fun. I've been looking forward to meeting those guys. I've been a fan forever, so this should be a good tour. I'll keep it together. Maybe I shouldn't drink as much coffee and just focus. Radio1Guy. And then Stax McGrath from our Facebook page says, definitely going to the Chicago one. Thanks. This will be fun. You guys rule. And again, and with that, thank you, friends, for joining us here at Radio1Guy. We'll be here next week, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, whatever that means for the other time zones. Do the math, run the numbers, crunch them and see how it shakes. Play some tasty riffs with your new picks, and crank out the jams.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin, bringing the gnar from the vague.
And with that, my friends, I bid you adieu.
Thank you.